Hello Lancer fans, welcome to Lancer Central. We're here to keep you up to date about everything going on with Longwood Athletics. 8 sports are in session, so let's get right to it. We start with the hottest team on campus, the field hockey team. Winners of back-to-back games and just one loss on the season. Unlike last year's squad, which made the Mid-American Conference semifinals, that was a team that was led by its attack. Defense is a calling card for the 2017 team. Autumn Childress has more on the strength of the backline, the junior keeper, Katie Wyman.
The Longwood women's field hockey team is off to their best start since the 1970s.
The team went on an early 4-0 game run, knocking out stiff competition from Villanova, Towson, VCU, and Dartmouth. But head coach Ian Byers says it was a testament to the team's competitive spirit.
The games were all very close and all very competitive, but that's kind of how the schedule was set up. So we were really proud of our combative nature. We have a goal to be unrelenting in our defense, and that certainly occurred in the first couple of games.
And that unrelenting defense came from redshirt junior goalkeeper Katie Wyman. Wyman finished the first 4 games strong, making a season-high 6 saves against the VCU Rams and securing her 4th career shutout. But Katie's story hasn't always been easy. After suffering an injury last season, she used that as fuel to come back stronger.
It was rough, yes. I did redshirt last year, so I just thought it would be a good idea to redshirt and be able to come back for a 5th year to show them what I got.
And she came back this year, worked hard during the spring, and has made some really good choices.
But her level of play not only affects her, but those around her.
Time! Tenacious, abrasive, all in a good way. So she's really pushed those guys to be better, and that's made us better.
Byers says the key to keeping up this level of play? Practice.
So we focus on goals that we can achieve at practice every day, and it's unrelenting defense and a great attacking system and a great attacking prowess.
Now, I asked Coach Byers and Katie what their goals were for the rest of the season. They said they couldn't tell me everything, but that working hard in practice and remaining positive will be keys to a successful season. But for now, reporting for you in Farmville, I'm Autumn Childress.
Wyman has done a great job. She's won the MAC Defensive Player of the Week award once already and has put together 3 shutouts and allowed more than 1 goal just once. Following a 4-zip win against LIU Brooklyn on Saturday, Longwood is 6-1, off to its best start since joining the Division I ranks. This, of course, is for a Longwood team that last year made it to the MAC tournament for the first time since joining the conference. Now, Longwood is hot at the right time, headed into conference play, which begins with Central Michigan. The next opponent's up for Longwood here in Farmville. That'll be on Saturday, the 23rd. Much like the field hockey team, it's a much better than .500 start to the season for the women's soccer team. Coming off a 1-1 draw against VCU, women's soccer is 5-3-1. Much like field hockey, women's soccer draws its strength from its defense. A veteran combo of first-team All-Big South defender Sydney Wallace and keeper Maria Kirby, who has 20 shutouts on her career and a Defensive Player of the Week award this season. Kirby, she's a senior. She has more than 200 saves on her career, and her play has led the way, but the offense has been nice too. Well, check this goal by senior midfielder Janice Quick, who landed at number 4 on the SportsCenter Top 10 countdown on ESPN. Yeah, teams are learning about the Lancer attack real quick. Well, conference play opens up with the reigning champs High Point, who ousted Longwood in the Big South women's soccer semifinals last year. It was 1-0 in overtime. Longwood looks to ride high against the Panthers, and that'll be right here in Farmville on Saturday, the 23rd as well. Men's soccer made it to the latter stages of the conference tournament last year. It was a season led by the attacking duo of Max Polker and Finley Wyatt, with a common man feeding them the ball during Longwood's run to the Big South Championship game. Dan Campos led the entire nation with 12 assists last year, and now the stud, as a senior, is ready to lead his troops back to glory with his playmaking ability. He's a crafty, creative man both on and off the field. Tristan Penna caught up with the savant Campos, who was our September Athlete of the Month.
I'm here with Dan Campos, the senior midfielder from the Longwood men's soccer team. How are you doing, Dan?
Good. How are you?
All right, we got a few questions for you. Hope you're ready.
Always.
All right. To start off with, let's say, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
I'll probably be an eagle because I would love to fly.
Favorite superhero growing up?
That's a tough one. I'd say Spider-Man.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Probably in like the Caribbean in an island.
Pineapples on pizza, yes or no?
Nah.
Good choice. What's your favorite goal that you ever scored?
Liberty.
Of course, the game winner. All right, that was Dan. Hope you got to know him well. He's the Student Athlete of the Month.
Campos has just 1 assist to this point on the season, and Longwood has struggled to find the back of the net early in the part of this year. 3 goals on the season and an 0-4-1 start for Longwood, but keep in mind, Longwood has played a pair of ACC schools and the number 9 team in the nation. Men's soccer has William and Mary, George Mason, and Virginia Tech between them and the start of the conference season. Longwood kicks off the Big South play against Winthrop on the 30th right here in Farmville. After a run through the Big South tournament last year and a big season for reigning Big South Coach of the Year Pierre Tefelsky, so far things are off to a decent start for the program. Just 1 tournament in the UNCW Fall Invitational, Longwood raked in 20 wins as a team, and senior Jorge Godoy made it to the championship match of the invite. In the backside of the brackets, 4 Lancers made it to their finals, including sophomore stud Amadeo Blasco, who won in straight sets. Overall, Longwood had the 20 wins from that tournament to carry some solid momentum into tournament number 2, which is set for the 21st at Liberty, the site of the ITA Atlantic Regional Championships. Women's tennis was the last team to start up, starting down at the Elon Fall Invitational. That is an incredibly young squad for women's tennis, just 2 returners on the 6-player roster, 4 newbies for second-year head coach Maria Lopez. Sophomores Maria Venta and Jamie Brunig are the 2 veterans, as each of those ladies picked up a win at the tournament against solid opponents down in North Carolina. Well, after that tournament, that opened up the season for women's tennis. It's right back to it with Queen's Invitational. Back in the Tar Heel State, women's tennis will compete down in the tournament that starts on Friday on the 22nd. Men's golf teed off the season on September 11th up in West Virginia with the Marshall Invitational, and then followed up the next weekend in Richmond, Kentucky that is, in the Eastern Kentucky Raising Cane's Invitational. Well, Junior Bolton went off like a Caniac and shot a 1-under with an even round of 70 and 1 under 69 in a nice 36-hole day at the EKU Invite. He was tied for 6th after the first day, but in the end, he finished number 1 in the hood, G. A bogey-free 5 under 65 final round was a perfect comeback from a 3-stroke deficit for Bolton, and Longwood finished 2nd overall in the 16-team field. Bolton, the 1-time Big South Golfer of the Week, averages 73 a round, and he's off to a good start this season after his 2nd career number 1 finish in a tournament. Men's golf is back in action Monday the 25th at the George Mason Patriot Intercollegiate. The women's golf team swung into action first at the Townsend Invitational, and then came the Navy Invite. That was the following weekend. The senior from England, Kyra Horlock, had a great day 1 of the tournament at Navy, shooting a 74 and an even par 72 in the first 2 rounds to place her tied for 2nd place. As a squad, Longwood was 6th place after day 1, and in the end, Horlock finished in 9th place, and Longwood finished 6th overall. Cross country was off and running to the start of the season, with Leon Beard picking up his first career Big South Runner of the Week award after running a 27-minute, 17-second 8K to lead the Lancers at the JMU Invitational. Then at the Big South Cross Country Preview, the freshmen led the way with John Swartout leading the men and Casey Williams pacing the women's squad. To stay up to date, keep it locked to LongwoodLancers.com. Watch for Longwood Athletics on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and listen to our minute-long update, the Longwood Athletics Sports Flash, weekdays at 5:20 on WVHL Farmville, 92.9 Kickin' Country. Well, that's our show. We thank you for joining us on another edition of Lancer Central. For Autumn, Tristan, Christian, and our entire Lancer Central crew, I'm Darius Thigpen, thanking you for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.